Every time a new G series OLED is released, it's assumed that it'll be in the conversation for TV of the year, and 2024 is no different with the release of the LG G4. In this video, I'll be giving you a rundown of the specs and features and talk about what's changed from the G3 series, so stick around. Hi, I'm Carl from Abt, and this is LG's newest flagship OLED, the G4. Here we're looking at the 65-inch version, but it's also available in 55, 77, 83, and 97 inches. This has one of the better looking designs of the TVs on the market right now, with this thin metal bezel that runs around the perimeter of the screen and a decently shallow profile. And in a change from previous generations, this year LG has decided to include a pedestal instead of a wall mount with the 55 and 65-inch versions. If you need help putting it together, make sure you check out our unboxing video where we go through all those steps. The larger sizes, however, don't get a pedestal in the box, but they do come with a wall mount instead. Now let's take a quick look at the remote. The G4 uses the same magic remote that you'll find with almost any of the other LG TVs for 2024. It's got a full number pad with some shortcut buttons, plus it can be used as a pointer with a quick shake. This feature, once you get used to it, is going to allow you to navigate around the screen much more quickly than a traditional remote would. As far as connections go, every size of the G4 gets 4 HDMI 2.1s, 3 USB Type-A's, Ethernet, optical audio out, RS-232C, a port for the included IR blaster should you need to use it, and an antenna hookup. However, this one only has an ATSC 1.0 tuner, not the next-gen tuner like the G3 had. There's also Bluetooth 5.1 and Wi-Fi 6E for all your wireless connections. For the operating system, you get WebOS 24, which is one of my favorites. It's laid out in a way that makes it pretty easy to use. You may notice some small changes from WebOS 23, like a different layout on the home screen, but it actually seems a little more intuitive. There's cards at the top that take you to different categories depending on what features you're trying to use. The game card will take you to a menu where you can choose from a really big selection of cloud-based games to play, and all you need is a gaming controller. Now, there are going to be some fees associated with those services, but it does save you from having to buy a console. There's also a music card where all your music streaming services are going to be consolidated. And one of my favorites, the sports card, where you can set up alerts to see how your favorite team is doing even when you're not watching the game. Now, here's a quick look at the menus. As you can see, you do have a variety of picture modes you can choose from, or you can actually use the picture wizard to cater the picture to your particular preferences. There's an audio menu where you can make adjustments to equalizers or choose from other presets. And then you also have this handy AI assistant that can help you answer questions that you might have on different aspects of the TV. It comes in really handy. Moving on, let's talk about the audio. Every size of the G4 comes with a 4.2 channel 60 watt sound system built in. It has features like Clear Voice Pro with AI voice remastering to help with dialogue, and Alpha 11 AI Sound Pro that virtually upmixes your audio to 11.1.2 channels. But is it enough to forego an external sound system? You could probably get away with it on the 55-inch. The audio quality is actually pretty decent for a stock TV speaker, but the G4 has such a good picture that it really deserves to be hooked up to something better, whether that's an Atmos-ready soundbar or a full-on component system. If you need any advice finding audio that fits your budget, our home theater experts are here 7 days a week, and they're always happy to help find something for you. Now, let's talk about the picture. Like I mentioned earlier, the G series is their flagship OLED, and because of that, you should expect an exceptional picture. And this one doesn't disappoint. It gets LG's best processor yet, the Alpha 11 AI processor 4K, which does a fantastic job with anything you throw at it. Sports, movies, YouTube videos, home movies, it makes them all look amazing. And this also gets LG's Brightness Booster Max to make this one of the brightest OLEDs that we've ever had the chance to look at. It's not a huge jump over last year's G3 series, but it's still an increase, and because the G3 was already so bright, it's hard to believe they were even able to improve on it at all. The colors are so rich and natural, it's like you're looking through a window, and black levels are unsurprisingly perfect. For HDR, the G4 supports Dolby Vision, HDR10, and HLG, and the amount of detail you get is pretty insane. You can watch a movie you've seen 100 times and you're gonna spot details that you never noticed before. The G4 offers, honestly, one of the best viewing experiences you're gonna find on a TV for 2024. Motion's also no problem at all for the G4. There's almost no blur behind fast-moving objects, which makes watching sports or any fast action a great experience. And because it's an OLED, the picture looks great from any angle you might be watching from. So even if you're sitting off to the side, you're still getting the same incredible picture as the person sitting right in front. Glare is also not much of an issue on the G4 either. It's got a glossy screen that dissipates light pretty easily, and almost any glare left is going to be hard to see because of how bright the screen gets, which makes it a terrific option for bright rooms. As far as gaming is concerned, this is also going to be considered one of the better gaming TVs out there as well. All 4 HDMI connections offer next-gen gaming features like variable refresh rates and auto low latency mode, and it also supports 4K gaming at up to 144 Hz, which is an improvement over last year's G3 for any PC gamers out there who have the right hardware. Plus, you have their gaming menu that lets you cater the picture to the genre of the game you're playing, as well as make other fine-tune adjustments to improve your overall gameplay. This is a TV that has almost no flaws to speak of. The most glaring one is, at least as of the filming of this video, the cost. Flagship TVs get flagship prices, especially right at the beginning of their life cycle. So, is it worth the cost? Well, that really depends on your budget, but it's truly one of the best TVs of 2024, so the price really isn't out of line with what you're getting as far as features and picture quality are concerned. That being said, pricing does change throughout the year, so be sure to click the link in the description to see our most current pricing, or you can always give our TV experts a call to hear about any promotions that we can't advertise online. The G4 doesn't get that next-gen tuner, which only is going to impact people using an antenna in an area with next-gen service, and the picture is only incrementally better than the G3, but that's because the G3 set the bar so high. If you already have the G3, you'll probably want to wait to upgrade, but if you don't and you're looking for a top-of-the-line model that offers the best of what's available in the OLED market right now, this is a TV you're absolutely going to want to check out. If you have any questions on the G4 or any other TVs we carry here at Abt, be sure to contact our experts here at the store. We're always happy to help. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.